Hey, what's going on? It is yours truly, Timothy J. Jones. Thank you for stopping by the State of the NFL podcast. I ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is a channel where we talk about some of the hottest topics in all of the NFL. Hey, what's going on, sports fans? My name is TJ Jones, and welcome to another edition of the State of the NFL podcast, where we talk about some of the hottest topics in all of the National Football League. Before we get started, I ask that you hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the State of the NFL to grow. I would really appreciate that. On this edition, we're going to be talking about New York Jets quarterback Justin Fields being injured at training camp on Thursday. Well, this is pretty tough if you are a New York Jets fan. I mean, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Tell me if you heard this before. A New York Jets starting quarterback injured, and it's a serious injury. Well, luckily for the New York Jets, it's not as serious as people thought. When Justin Fields was carted off the field on Thursday, it looked pretty serious. But according to sources, he suffered a dislocated toe, and he is day-to-day. So, a sigh of relief from the New York Jets organization, from ownership, head coach Aaron Glenn, and also offensive coordinator Tanner Engstrom. So this is going to be a little bit of an adjustment because it already was an adjustment this season. You have a brand new head coach in Aaron Glenn. He comes over from the Detroit Lions. He's very familiar with the Jets from his time of being a New York Jet as a player, and he wants to bring a new culture and some stability to the New York Jets. Something they haven't had since Sexy Rexy was their coach in the late 2000s. So they are trying to get back that swag. They bring in a defensive-minded coach, but he also brings in a lot of talented offensive-minded individuals around him to shore up this coaching staff for the Jets. A culture change definitely is needed in New York, but you can't have a culture change if things stay the same and you have these injuries to your starting quarterback. Justin Fields, once again, luckily, this is not a serious injury. He will return. But in the meantime, this is an opportunity for a lot of quarterbacks on this roster. They have quite a few here to be able to get some first-team reps. I mean, you want to be able to shore up your quarterback room because if you are a New York Jets fan, I hate to keep on pouring water on top of your head here, but injuries have happened to starting quarterbacks for the Jets. I mean, we know Aaron Rodgers runs out in his very first year as the quarterback of the Jets with the flag, and everybody's excited, and you got Jets fans nearly in tears because they finally have a quarterback they can trust, and after 3 plays, he tears his Achilles out for the entire season. And we all know the rocky road between Robert Saleh and Aaron Rodgers. It just was not a good look. Aaron Glenn brings in Justin Fields, who had a really good season as the backup for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He actually started the season for the Steelers because Russell Wilson was hurt, put up some really good numbers. He had 10 total touchdowns, maybe like a handful of interceptions, maybe even 1 or 2. Wasn't anything serious. High quarterback rating. He had really good ability of throwing the football, knowing when to run. I mean, he looked really good. So much that the New York Jets felt like he was worth a multi-year deal. But once again, this is a great opportunity for some of these New York Jets quarterbacks. I'm looking at this list right here. I mean, none of these guys are going to set your world on fire, but you have Tyrod Taylor, who I respect. He's just a solid backup quarterback in the league. You know that you're going to have some stability. He can hold down the fort for a couple weeks until your starting quarterback comes back. But at this stage, Tyrod is not a constant starter in the National Football League. You might win some games with Tyrod because of his athleticism and his nice arm that he has. But you're not going to win anything of significance. Definitely aren't going to be competing for the AFC East with Tyrod Taylor. I'm sorry, that's just the reality. I've seen enough Tyrod. I mean, he has magic in that arm, but not consistent magic like you would see from, some of these starting quarterbacks in the league. You got Adrian Martinez, who lit it up in the USFL, you're right, MVP, all these different things. But, he has never really done anything in the National Football League. He hasn't proven himself in the National Football League. And we know that there are levels to playing the quarterback position. So he has something to prove. You also have Brady Cook, who is a really good quarterback. There were a lot of prognosticators talking about, Brady Cook and his abilities and his skill set coming out of Missouri. There is something there, but he's not a starting quarterback. You need Justin Fields. Tanner Engstrom comes over from the Detroit Lions. He was the passing game coordinator. He worked alongside Ben Johnson, and I'm pretty sure he's going to bring a little bit of Ben Johnson philosophies to the Jets. So having a dynamic quarterback in Justin Fields is going to help the cause. I mean, you got some really talented guys around him. Just looking at this list of very, very talented players. I mean, you got Breece Hall, as your running back. You got Garrett Wilson. You got Mason Taylor, the rookie out of LSU. You got a decent offensive line. So you have talent that Justin Fields can throw the ball to and also hand the ball off to. So, but you need Justin Fields to be upright if you're going to try to change the culture in New York. But once again, I am so glad that this situation isn't serious. If it was serious, then, I'm pretty sure that those New York Jets fans that were crying when Aaron Rodgers ran out the tunnel will be the same New York Jets fans crying, because the more things change, the more they stay the same when it comes to the quarterback position. But I am glad that Justin Fields will be okay and they dodged the bullet, because I don't want to see the Jets, have another bad season dealing with quarterbacks. I want to see something different. And when a team has been on the bottom as long as the Jets have, you want to see them try to find some level of prosperity. Now, you can say that they have gotten in their own way in some cases, right? But they are starting to learn. They're re-signing some of their young players that they drafted. Sauce Gardner got a contract extension. Garrett Wilson got a contract extension. They're actually trying to build through the draft, which that is the recipe for success, in my opinion, for a lot of teams. So let's see if the New York Jets can turn it around. But, Justin Fields is going to have to be a part of this renaissance for the New York Jets.